So, according to Eddie Hearn, he stated that Anthony Joshua suffered brain damage during the week.
Breaking Anthony Joshua news has shocked the boxing world with claims that the British heavyweight icon is facing brain injury after a horrific car accident in Nigeria. While reports are still developing and official sources describe his condition as stable, this latest claim has sent fans into a frenzy and raised urgent questions about his health and future in this sport. It's now coming out that despite all the scary videos and claims online about brain damage, the latest verified reports show that Anthony Joshua is actually stable in hospital after the Nigeria car crash. He suffered minor injuries, while tragically 2 close friends and team members lost their lives in the collision.
At least 9 months to recover from the brain damage he suffered. On top of that, he claiming that the rumors of Anthony Joshua
Jake Paul put their recent rivalry aside and showed real respect after hearing about Anthony Joshua's crash in Nigeria. Paul took to social media to say that life is much more important than boxing and offered prayers not just for Joshua, but for the 2 people who lost their lives in the accident. His message highlights that outside the ring, humanity comes first and sport fades into perspective when tragedy strikes. Turkey Aloud joined the long list of voices reacting to the news about Anthony Joshua's horrific car crash in Nigeria, offering heartfelt support during this tragic time. Al-Sheikh took to social media to say he was thankful that Joshua survived, sent condolences to the families of those who passed, and wished strength to the injured as they recover. His message reflects how even global boxing figures are shaken by the accident's impact. Frank Warren, one of boxing's most respected promoters, stepped away from rivalries to send his support after the shocking crash involving Anthony Joshua in Nigeria. Warren took to social media to offer thoughts and prayers to Anthony Joshua and the families affected, expressing hope that Joshua recovers quickly and that those grieving find strength in this difficult moment. Alexander Usyk, one of Anthony Joshua's fiercest rivals in the ring, put all competition aside and sent a deeply heartfelt message after the tragic accident. Usyk acknowledged the unbelievable loss of 2 of Joshua's close friends and team members, offering condolences to their families and urging Anthony Joshua to stay strong as he recovers from his injuries. His words show respect and empathy, proving that outside the ring, the boxing community Some reactions to the Anthony Joshua crash took a surprising twist, with wild takes circulating online. One controversial Joe Rogan-style comment going around suggested that it was a blessing he might not have been wearing a seat belt because otherwise the outcome could have been different. A few fans debated fiercely on social media as everyone tried to make sense of the shocking visuals and survival of Joshua compared to the 2 who tragically died. Eddie Hearn's response to Anthony Joshua's crash shows the gravity of the situation outside wild online rumors. Hearn confirmed that Joshua was taken to hospital after sustaining injuries in the Nigeria accident and will remain under observation while doctors assess him. His comments emphasize cautious optimism and support for the boxer as more details emerge about this tragic incident. Ryan Garcia also weighed on the shocking Anthony Joshua car accident news that's dominating boxing headlines. Although Ryan Garcia hasn't given a detailed statement about the crash itself, the boxing community overall has been quick to react with concern and support following reports that Joshua survived with minor injuries. While two close friends tragically lost their lives in Nigeria, the incident has sparked widespread discussion about safety outside the ring and reminded fans that life off the canvas can be just as unpredictable. Junior's reaction to the tragic Anthony Joshua car accident was deeply personal and emotional. Eubank Jr. took to social media to express his relief that Anthony Joshua survived the horrific crash, yet mourned the loss of two of Joshua's closest team members, Sina Gami and Kevin Latif Idel, whom he knew well and described as genuinely good people. He urged fans to pray for the families and highlighted the human side of this. Vast media reaction added a human touch to this tragic news cycle surrounding Anthony Joshua's accident. He took to social platforms to offer prayers for Anthony Joshua, the two people who lost their lives, and everyone impacted by the crash in Nigeria. His words reflect how this story has spread beyond boxing fans to everyday fighters and commentators, showing respect and compassion amidst all the shock and speculation.
This is an unbelievable loss. Sina and Latif are two incredible people who were not only part of AJ's team, but also friends. My sincere condolences to their families, loved ones, and everyone who knew them. Anthony Joshua, wishing you a speedy recovery. Stay strong, champion.
Eddie Hearn's latest update on Anthony Joshua after the Nigeria car crash brings some calm amid chaos. Hearn revealed he was on holiday when news broke, and based on the images he has seen so far, Joshua appears okay despite the shock and minor injuries. The promoter stressed they are still trying to make direct contact and waiting for more detailed medical information as investigations continue into the deadly collision that killed two of Joshua's close. Excessive speed and a wrongful overtaking maneuver were the main factors behind the collision that sent his SUV into a stationary truck. Despite the chaos and tragedy, Anthony Joshua was rescued alive with minor injuries and taken for medical care while authorities continue their inquiry into the deadly incident that claimed two lives.
It's bonkers. Thank God he didn't have a seatbelt on. I never say that. Thank God he didn't have a fucking seatbelt on, because if he did,
there's no way.
He would be dead.
There's
probably,
no
or fucking severely.
The latest verified reports confirm that Anthony Joshua's Lexus SUV collided with a stationary truck in the busy Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Osun State during an overtaking attempt, leading to a fatal crash that killed two of his companions, while he survived with minor injuries and was taken to hospital for treatment. The boxing world remains stunned as authorities continue investigating the deadly incident.
For them and the family, anything they need. You know, sometimes when someone is a star, they have a lot of things in their life taken care of for them. So you really have to move into that mode in this situation as well. Make sure obviously they're getting the best medical attention, make sure their family are safe and happy, and as happy as.
Liam Goff delivered a stark report on the shocking car accident involving Anthony Joshua in Nigeria, underlining how serious the situation is. He highlighted that the crash has sent shockwaves across the boxing world, with fans and media desperate for official updates on Joshua's condition, the continuing investigation, and the impact this will have on his future outside the ring. Tony Bellew's take on the shocking Anthony Joshua car accident brings a sobering, experienced voice to the chaos. While Bellew hasn't spoken directly about this crash yet, his history of thoughtful analysis shows he'd likely urge calm and patience as facts continue to emerge and investigations unfold. In situations like this, Bellew always reminds fans that real life and health come before headlines or rumors, urging respect for the seriousness of the event and empathy for everyone affected. Even in the middle of this tragic news cycle, a clip of Anthony Joshua talking about life and priorities hits hard right now. It's remarkable seeing him reflect on family sacrifices and the choices fighters make outside the ring, especially after the terrifying crash that left 2 people dead and him hospitalized with minor injuries. His words remind fans that boxing is just part of his life, and what matters most is health and loved ones as he recovers.
I hope and pray that Anthony Joshua is okay. Life happens so fast. 1 minute on top of the world, the next not. Stay safe, boys. Let's finish this year strong.
New details about the tragic car crash involving Anthony Joshua in Nigeria reveal just how devastating this incident has been for everyone involved. Local authorities say the Lexus SUV he was traveling in appeared to be going above the speed limit and lost control while overtaking, smashing into a stationary truck and killing 2 of his close friends and team members on the spot. Anthony Joshua was rescued alive with minor injuries and taken to hospital in stable condition, while the others in the vehicle suffered varying outcomes. The story has shocked the boxing world and sparked deep sadness among fans and peers alike. Eddie Hearn's update on Anthony Joshua after the terrifying car accident in Nigeria brought some cautious optimism to the chaos. Hearn said he was on holiday when he heard the news, and based on footage he's seen, Joshua appears to be okay despite the crash that killed 2 of his close friends and team members. Officials confirmed Joshua is stable in hospital and under observation following the incident.
Truck. However, the exact circumstances of the crash are still under investigation. A video of the incident just you've seen, the 35-year-old former heavyweight champion being rescued from the wrecked vehicle appears to have suffered injury. So the traffic officials have spoken about this incident. Let's take a listen to them.
What we'll discover was that men at Shagam unit informed us of the unfortunate incident. From what we got to understand was that there was a trailer that was parked at the shoulder, whereby the vehicle conveying Anthony Joshua and his team did a wrongful overtake, and they ran into that vehicle, which was definitely because of the overspeeding. I didn't mean there were no overspeeding, probably that wouldn't have been that fatal. Now, from the report we have 5 people were involved in the total. 2 people lost their lives, and the rest just had injuries. He was not among the people that died anyway, but the DSS details that were with him took him to an undisclosed location.
The confirmed news from multiple sources shows that Anthony Joshua survived a fatal car accident in Nigeria, but with minor injuries, while 2 of his closest friends and team members tragically lost their lives when the SUV he was traveling in collided with a stationary truck on the Lagos-Ibadan Express.